So in this video, we're going to learn how to do things faster, quicker way in Google Spreadsheets. All right, so here's the activity from our Google Classroom, and then the design should look like this. All right, but before you get started with it, please read the instructions here. All right, suppose you are ready to do the work. Please take note of the instructions. First of all, you need to put your file inside the G-Sheets folder. And then the file name should be similar to this. Just change my name with your name. All right, and to do that, instead of going to apps and sheets, you have to go to Drive, Google Drive. And then with Google Drive, you are able to see the files and folders that you have there right now. Okay, as of the moment, I'm looking at my Drive folder and I have all the files and folders here. I need to go to the right folder. In this case, I need to go to 2021, 2022, then G4. Now, I need to put my file, the Google Spreadsheet files, in G-Sheets, so I will double click here. Alright, so now I'm inside this G-Sheets folder. I'm ready to make a new Google Spreadsheet file. So I will click New, and then Google Spreadsheet, click this icon here, and then blank spreadsheet, create and share. Right, once again, before you start with doing on the cells, you need to give your work a file name first, this one. So over here, the instruction says the file name should be G4A, your name, and doing fast. So that's what we will write here. G4A, name, doing fast. Enter. Okay, we have now the file, still empty, and we save it in the right folder. See, G-Sheets, and then we have this file. Alright, so we have this file and now we're ready to put the contents. Now let's look at the file that we're going to copy. Now as you notice here, we're using 4 columns. We have column B, column C, column E, and column F. Column D, we will just resize it in a narrow width like this. And then we have rows 2 until row 14. So once again, the first thing we need to do here is put the letters and numbers. Type everything first. Don't do the borders or colors yet. So that's what we will do. So starting B2, we will type letter A. So B2, capital A, caps lock, A, B, C, D, E, so on. Alright, a while ago over here for the numbers, you saw me that I typed the numbers manually. Now with regards to numbers, consecutive numbers like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, there is a better, shortest way to do that, a better way. So we start with 14, 1, 4, 1, 5, then 1, 6. Now over here you have a pattern. You have increasing numbers from 14 to 16. If you will select these 3 numbers and you move your mouse pointer to that blue square, your mouse pointer will change to a cross, and if you will drag it down up to this row 14, and release it, Google Sheets will put those numbers for you because you have already the patterns 14, 15, 16. So that's increasing by 1. So Google Sheets will think that the next number will be +1, +1, +1, and so on. So that's one way of making work faster in Google Spreadsheets. Okay, so once you are done typing all the text and numbers, now the next thing you'll do is you work with the row height and column width. Now let's look at the instructions here. It says here the row height should be 50, column width 100. So remember, these are our columns: column B, column C, column E, column F. Now it says there that the column width should be 100. All right, let's do that first. So column B, column C, E, and F, the width is 100. So you select, move your mouse to the column B, drag it down, and move it up to F. So basically we're selecting columns B up to F. And then you right click inside the selection. It can be here or it can be here. For as long as it's inside the selection, right click and then scroll down, find this button, Resize. Okay, click it. And then you put the number here. I set it to 100 a while ago. So if yours is not 100 here, so just type it 100 and then click OK. Now of course column D should be narrower, so move your mouse between the column headers to the gray line and wait for your mouse pointer to change to arrow pointing to left and right, and then drag it to the left so it will be narrower. Okay, next we will work with the row heights. It says 50. So row heights are these are the rows. So move your mouse to the first row. In this case it's row 2. Then press down and drag it up to the row 14. Okay, basically we're selecting all those affected rows. And then again you can right click anywhere of the selection here. So I will right click here and then resize rows, and then I will type the value here. It says how much? 50. So I will type 50 over here, 50, click OK. So that's how it should be. Now in this case, notice we didn't do it one at a time, one row at a time. It will take us forever to do that. We're practicing here how to make it, how to do things faster. Alright, so once we're done typing the contents, the letters and the numbers, now we can work with the colors. Let's look at the design here. Okay, so from A to G and 1 to 7, they all have blue fill color. So let's do that. Now instead of doing one cell at a time like this, say blue, and then another one, click, and then blue. Instead of doing that, you have to look at the design and see which cells have the same color or design. In this case, from A to 7. So instead of doing it one cell at a time, what you can do is select the first cell and select those cells with similar designs. So A to 7, they have similar designs. Let me zoom out so you can see. Okay. So I've selected A to 7 because they have the same design. And then I will simply change it with one color in just one click. Right? How about the text color? It's yellow. So I'll go back there. It's still selected. If not, I will select it again like this. And then I will change the color to yellow, and I think it's bold and italic. Yes, it's bold and italic. Now as you notice, I put it in the middle center, middle center. Unlike this one here, the UVW, it's in the left top. This one, 21 to 26, it's in the bottom right. However, 8 to 7, it's in the middle center. So while they're still selected, then let's change the alignment. So middle and center. Okay. What else we can do while they are still selected? How about the border lines? Okay. I think the border here is thick and yellow. So let's do that. Again, make sure those cells are selected. You go to the border. You change first the style or the weight. I think it's this one, thick. And then don't expect that something will happen yet. Choose the color. I think it's yellow. Now when the style and the color are set, you can now choose the color that you need from here. I think this is what we need. All right. Okay. Let's do the purple, H to 13. So select H to 13, and the background should be purple. Alright, I think it should be this. Okay, and then text color, I think it's somewhere yellow. Make it bold, italic. I think it's white. Alright, let's do white. And then let's do the border too. This one, I think this is double line, and it's pink. All right, so border style is double line, and then the color is pink, and then all borders. Okay, now how about the alignment? H, I, J is on the right side and middle. So from H to M, right side, middle. So I'll just select this, H to M. Alignment is right and middle. Okay, how about the numbers 8 to 13? It's at the bottom left. So 8 to 13, select it. Left and yes, bottom. Okay, I think you can do the rest.